Joe Paterno's legacy. We get into it. You played for Joe Paterno.
Meeting like the myth, the legend kind of thing. You know what I mean? You have your Joe Paternos, your Bobby Bowdens, your Nick Sabans, Les Miles, those kind of guys. And when you see them in person, like, man, it's just like an aura that they have.
But runs down the floor, and then I think he either got a dunk or like an and one coming off maybe like a pick and roll or something. But it was awesome to see like how he's really maturing and completing it as a player.
Obviously doesn't have the accolades that Tom Brady does, but we're pretty much getting a Tom Brady, when he went to the Bucs. That's what's happening. We're getting a guy who's at the end of his career.
Attitude with ever. I mean, dude, we thought Big Ben was a diva. There is no one probably in this NFL world that you can think of that would probably match what Aaron Rodgers brings when it comes to being a diva.
You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. Mark covers all things Penn State football and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as anything related to the sports and fitness world. Tune in weekly to listen to a couple of dedicated fans talk about these topics without filters. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
All right, everybody. Welcome back in to another episode of the Mark Lesko Podcast. Joined by Brett Cable once again. Talk some Penn State football news, college football news, some recruiting. Brett, how you doing today?
Not too bad. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. So Brett, he's got a bad back.
Bad hip.
Bad hip. I've had a toothache for about 5 months, but I finally got some meds for it, so doing better there. But Brett's hip is jacked up, so that's not good. But we're gonna talk Joe Paterno and the greatest coaches of all time, because I saw something on an Instagram page. They made a list.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk, like I said, some recruiting and just some other news, spring ball, the spring game, I should say. So we'll just
and spring ball, because it's going on. So
yeah. But we'll jump right into it. So the field rush made a list.
The
Paterno,
first thing that was hilarious was they had Bobby Bowden in front of Joe Paterno. Which how is that even possible? For one, he's
Brett
got
said
less
Joe
wins.
Paterno, top 4, eat a eggplant if you think otherwise. So all right. First and foremost, I want to pull up. This is the list. All right. So this is the all-time winningest coaches according to ESPN. All right. So Joe Paterno, 409 wins, 2 national titles. Bobby Bowden, second, 2 national titles. 12 ACC titles, 37 bowl appearances, 24 wins. I think he still has the greatest bowl record of all time. Well, let me see here. 37 and 24. No, I guess Bobby Bowden will have him beat on that. Oh, wait. I don't think they have his bowl wins. Bear Bryant, 323 wins.
Now Bear Bryant makes sense. He's got a crazy resume. Yeah.
6 national titles. Pop Warner, legendary name. 4 national titles. Amos Alonzo Stagg. He had, but Nick Saban, obviously, he had 7 national titles. I think that's the most. Mac Brown, Lavelle Edwards, Tom Osborne, the great Nebraska coach Lou Holtz, Frank Beamer, Bo Schembechler, which I believe was the Michigan coach. Yep. Now, Joe Paterno is not going to have as many conference titles because they weren't in the conference until 92.
Yeah.
Steve Spurrier, Woody Hayes. All right. So that's the list there of all-time wins. So for me, like, what are you basing it on?
Yeah. Joe's top 4. Like, let's be
Newt
honest.
Rockne is in there too. Jimmy Johnson, I wouldn't put him in there. Pete Carroll, no. You guys are recency bias.
Somebody commented and said Brian Kelly, and people were laughing at him. They were like, what are you talking about, dude?
So for me, there's an argument for Joe to be number 1 because he's the all-time wins leader.
Yeah.
That he coached for as long as he coached, he averaged like 10 wins a season. That is mind-boggling that you can win that many games over that span of time.
Yeah.
I think he had like 3 losing seasons, maybe 2, maybe. I don't think he had more than that. They were the Alabama football of the 90s. They didn't win as many national titles. They didn't win any in the 90s, but they were always number 1 going into the season, year in, year out, draft picks, high-ranked teams. But when you have a bad lifting program and you have Mike McQuarrie as your quarterback, that doesn't help things for sure. But so John McKay, someone said. So I would have Nick Saban number 1 because of what he did. 7 national titles. He had, let's see, all-time wins. He is 6th. But what he did is he totally dominated college football. Now, while Joe didn't win as many national titles, he did that and more overall for a long time. Saban coached 28 seasons, won 7 national titles. All right, so that's a lot. He won, I think, 1 with LSU, 6 with Bama. All right, so you got Nick Saban, I'd say number 1. I'd have to go with Joe Paterno number 2 because of the all-time wins, what he did, over all that time, and he won 2 national titles. He could have had 1 in 94, 1 in 99, 1 in 05, and 1 in 08. So he could have had 6 national titles amongst those years. Even 2011, his last year, they had a really good team. They lost their only loss going in before the scandal was to Alabama, who won the national title. Joe had an undefeated season in 5 different decades, and they would have won 5 or 08. It would be 60. Yeah, stupid stuff. You're right. That's exactly what I just said.
Well, that's why I said I'd have him just top 4 wherever you want to put him. That's fine. It just because of his wins, and he wasn't in a conference. And
Illicit, if you are listening or you've been keeping up with us, you won the giveaway. So, comment on a whatever. Hit me up on Instagram, Mark Lesko Podcast, to get your giveaway.
We could tag him. You might
get your giveaway gift. Yeah. But man, you won the giveaway. You commented the most, and your name was drawn. So, just reach out to me about that. We're going to do 1,000 subscriber giveaway too. That'll be a little bit bigger of a giveaway, but this 500 subscriber giveaway, it's going to you, Illicit. So, hit me up when you can. I was going to give it away in February, but I haven't seen Illicit, so he hasn't, and it's the off season. So, but yeah, stupid stuff. You're right. Like I just said. So, all right. Then we got, I would have to say Bear Bryant at 3.
Yeah.
I don't even know how Urban Meyer's top 4, man. Like one of my favorite coaches of all time, but good Lord. I don't think he's top 4.
I'd say he's top 5.
Yeah, top 5. I would have to put, man, it's tough between Woody Hayes and Bobby Bowden. I'd probably have to put, so it'd be Saban, Paterno, Bowden. I would have to say probably Woody Hayes at 4, and then Bobby Bowden at 5. Or I'm sorry, Urban Meyer at 5. And Dabo Sweeney's at 10. Good. And then Tom Osborne probably at 6. I mean, you got to throw Pop Warner in there. You got to throw a lot of names in there. Pop Warner, who was 4th all time on wins. Probably Pop Warner at 6. So Saban, Paterno, Bobby Bowden, Woody Hayes, Urban Meyer, Pop Warner, and then whatever after that. There's a lot of names that they left out, but I've said this to Brett. I've said this before on here. This podcast, we're a Penn State football podcast. Might be a little bit biased, but we try to just keep it a buck at all times. Joe Paterno, greatest coach to ever walk the face of the earth. You guys that, and I see it. Dan Levitard said recently that he was mad that people were outraged about them not naming the field after Joe. Basically saying that, the scandal's forgotten and it's old news, so people are just moving on from it. Dan Levitard not only is one of the biggest morons in the world, he's one of the biggest morons on TV and media. He's just terrible. Hardcore, not to get into politics, hardcore liberal guy. And his takes are horrible. Pretty much always. It's a weird show. I used to listen to it a little bit. Just a weird show. He just roasts Stugotz the whole time. It's just not a very good show. But anyway, he was mad, of course, because Dan Levitard's a moron. And then, I see comments all the time. People comment on here taking a shot at Joe Paterno. You're going to get blocked. I'm not even going to entertain that. You're not going to comment that on my podcast. It's stupid. Yep. First of all, Joe Paterno told the police, told the president, told the AD. There's nothing more the man needs to do. He did everything he could have done. I've never seen a man who told the police about a crime and then still got in trouble for it, if you will. Yeah. Got fired. I don't know what else you want him to do. What you did to you people who hate on Joe, you got your information from mainstream media. You got your information from ESPN, Fox, whatever. That's where you got your information. That's not the real information. And you're too stupid to actually you're too stupid to actually do any real research. You just throw out a narrative because you're too stupid to just do so. Yeah. If you think that Joe is at fault or did anything wrong, you're just wrong. His legacy will live on whether you like it or not. Us Penn State fans know. He's the only person that went to the police. Yep. McQuarrie is the one people should hate. Yeah, because McQuarrie lied, supposedly. Supposedly, I should say. He did get money and a settlement. I like Mike McQuarrie, but supposedly he wasn't truthful. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to say anything definitive. So, to those of you that still comment stuff like that, like Joe knew, and it just shows your intelligence because you have no idea what actually happened. Yep. So, besides that, Joe Paterno to me is second on the list because Nick Saban just totally dominated college football for years. For the years that he was there, he just totally dominated. We've never seen anything like it. I don't know if we ever will see anything like it again. So
I'd go Saban, Bear Bryant, then I'd go Joe at 3.
Okay. Saban, Bear Bryant, Joe. Joe never beat Bear Bryant. I don't think he ever beat him. Lost the national title to him. That's another national title he could have won, so that would have been number 7. So that's the list, but it's crazy. I still see these comments, and I was diehard ESPN before that. Diehard. I watched SportsCenter every day. Yep. The only time I didn't watch SportsCenter growing up was after the Steelers lost their last Super Bowl because I didn't want to watch any sports. I was too depressed.
Exactly.
So after that, I lost a lot of respect for them. I stopped watching them. And being a communications major, that's a place I could have worked if I wanted to. After some hard work, you don't just gotta walk in there, but went to a good school, good program. That's a place I could have worked. I told myself I'd never do that. I would never work for them. And now you see what ESPN is now. It's an absolute train wreck.
Terrible.
That was for me the start of it, and it's gotten worse since then. They have absolute clowns on ESPN. Ryan Clark, Mina Kimes, so many just clueless people. And it is what it is now. ESPN is an absolute joke. Fox, surprisingly, more popular probably, and they don't get very political at all. At the very least, they at least make sense. Fox Sports, when they say things, common sense. So, and you can kind of match up the news networks to the sports networks accordingly. But I just wanted to address that real quick, and yeah. Stupid stuff. Exactly. He's the only person that went to the police. I mean, what more do you want the guy to do? I don't understand where the confusion is here. ESPN made a story and people ran with it. It was headline news everywhere for months. And I was a freshman when that happened. It was after I did a walk-on tryout for Penn State in Haluba. And on top of that, I'm going to look up his name. This guy has done a lot of good work. John Ziegler on YouTube. It's called The Framing of Joe Paterno. Watch that. I cannot recommend that enough. Watch that. John Ziegler claims innocence on Joe. He even claims innocence on Sandusky, which I don't necessarily agree with. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, I've said this before, what happened was extremely serious. To be a victim of something like that is absolutely sickening. And people should be heard when reports are made like that. What I disagree with is that the blame was placed on the wrong person. Joe was merely a figurehead that they went after. And in that documentary, you'll see Mr. Lebrano of Lebrano Field for the State College Spikes. He's in the documentary. He says, I went to the gym while this was happening. Mr. and Mrs. Sandusky walked into the gym, did a workout, walked out. No one bothered them, while Joe had hundreds of people on his lawn. All right, so check out that doc. It's good. John Ziegler has always been a fierce defender of Joe's innocence, and I like it. And it was on Menace 2 Sports, one of my favorite podcasts. Zach Smith, kind of funny because he was the coach that was fired from Ohio State for the scandal that they had, which almost cost Urban Meyer his job. He has a great podcast. So go check that out. And just get your information right.
Yep.
Don't go to guys like Dan Le Batard, who is, again, just absolute moron. Just a terrible voice. All right, Brett. I'll try to calm down. And again, these comments, man, like, it's just like, wow. You guys still say this stuff. It's insane. I mean, it just goes to show you that the truth is there, and not a lot of people know. That goes for a lot of things in life. But Brett, we're going to talk about our latest recruit.
Yeah.
Who we got?
Khalil Taylor. If you want, you can put up the mini interview with Dylan. That was pretty good. But yeah, Khalil Taylor, Pittsburgh native. I'll tell you what, man. When it comes to Terry Smith, best in the business, recruiting out of Pittsburgh area. Terry Smith had his hands in this one. Obviously, Marcus Higgins and James Franklin helped along with it to get Khalil Taylor in blue and white. But the interview's cool. He's talking about how he wants to show people that you can be a great receiver at Penn State. Like, did you watch it? You watched the interview?
No. Did you send? You didn't send it to me, did you?
It's pretty legit. I'll send it to you. It's from PSU, Dylan.
5-star. We have the number 1 recruiting class in 2027 right now.
Here, PSU Dylan.
Where is it?
It's on Dylan's page. I'll send it to you. He actually just did one with Troy Hoon, too, so we'll have to check that out as well.
I don't see it. Right here?
Right there.
Oh, right there. Yeah,
There you
okay,
go.
you sent that too.
New Penn State wide receiver commit, Khalil Taylor. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So let's just jump right into it. Could you tell me why you chose Penn State and why they stood out from the other schools?
They're a wonderful school. They were one of the top 6 in the nation. They made it to semifinals, but they fell short. But
Hey, I've said this in the past. Making it to the playoff gets you eyeballs.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
2027 5-star receiver.
Yep.
Just said that.
Yep.
So
He liked it.
it's just a great school all around. They show mad love. They care for me. They were able to make plans for like my academics and stuff and make sure all that's right. And they just show me like a lot of love. Like, and they keep like they want me to come up all the time. They want to see me come up every weekend. And it's just fun up there. Like every time I go up there, I have a good time. My family loves it. Like everybody loves it up there.
And then your class of 2027, so that was pretty early for you to commit in the cycle. What made you ready to commit that early in the cycle?
I mean, it just felt like home. Like when I got my first, like when they first offered me, like it just like after that, like they just showed me so much love. And other schools that offered me, like I wasn't like really talking to them coaches like how I was talking to them, like Coach Terry and all of them, Coach Franklin. Like they would like text me and call me. They would come see me at school. Like other colleges, like they wouldn't really do that. So it was just like I didn't want to at first because I wanted to like get the whole experience, but it was just like I'm not even going to do all that because I know where I want to be and who I want to play for. So I just did it.
And then you mentioned it felt like home. So I think part of that could be, staying close to home. What does that mean for you to stay close to home and play for an in-state school?
My family could come up and see me whenever they want to. It's a 2-hour drive, so it's not really bad. I mean, 100,000 fans, like every game. It's just a lot, man. 100,000 fans screaming my name, me making big plays and stuff like that. Like that's lit for real.
Is there anyone else in particular you're trying to recruit to bring with you to the 2027 Penn State class?
I want them to get Ubi, Aaron Strader from Prime Richland, the quarterback. I want them to go get him. Like I want to team up with him and play with him for the same team in college and at Penn State. Like that would be a crazy duo. I've been trying to like do stuff to like play with him in high school, but like it's just a lot to it. But I want to be able to play with him again.
And then is there anyone that you model your game after, whether it's college or NFL?
I would say like Jamar Chase. Like he's fast, physical, he got great ball skills. He's a great route runner. He's just a great player. Like I don't know. Like it's just something about him that I really like, and I could see myself like as a Jamar Chase.
And I know it's a little bit of a ways out, but do you have any goals yet for your freshman year at Penn State?
I just want to be able to get on the field my freshman year, just being able to play. I want them to see what I can do on the field, change the narrative for real. Like, show them that great wide receivers can come out of Penn State and we can ball. Like, we won't just be running the ball. We're going to air it out. Like, we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to try to change it up a whole bunch.
All right. That's all I have for you. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you.
Yep. Good luck with everything next year.
All right. Thank you.
All right. I'm here with new Penn State wide receiver.
The ending was my favorite part. He's like, I want to change the narrative, I want to show people that you can be a great receiver and come out of Penn State. So for a young kid, he had a good interview, man. It was good.
Yep, 5'11" and 180.
And he's still growing, so yeah.
He's a
sophomore, so
right. Who's the KJ Hamler type. So good for him.
Taller. Yeah.
Yeah. KJ was pretty short.
But he'll probably be 6'1" by the time it's over with. He's still growing, so he's got some growing.
David Davis got him too, 4-star running back.
Yep.
But again, we do have the number 1 class in 2027 right now. This is Keemon.
We're here with 2027 running back commit, Keemon Spell. How you doing, Brody?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, man. The status on your Penn State commitment. You want to update everybody? What's going on?
I just shut down my recruitment. Just got done with Coach Franklin, and I'm going to announce that later tonight.
There's a long line of success with Penn State running backs that are from Pennsylvania. How are you going to continue that success?
By working hard, come up here and show my talent.
Your thoughts early on Stan Drake and the new running back coach?
Love him, getting to know him more, and I can't wait to work with him.
Who are you recruiting to join you in that 2027 class?
Hey, we going to see everybody.
Coming soon?
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Hey, take care, man.
We're
here with
check out Troy Hoon. I haven't even seen Troy Hoon's yet.
So I'm here with 26.
Oh, well.
After this.
It's running back commitment.
But yeah, we were laughing about that. So I'm going outside tonight.
It's like, dude, did you forget to reply to somebody on a text message before the interview? Because that's not what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm outside.
I think he meant going out.
Yeah, I think that's what he meant, but it was just random, like maybe he was just like to celebrate. I think maybe is what he was thinking, like to celebrate that he's walking
going
down.
out.
Yeah.
Messiah Makins, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Can we get a general recruiting update, like where you're taking OVs this summer, what schools you're interested in?
I'm actually not taking any OVs now.
Okay. Heard it here first. No OVs besides Penn State, yeah?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
There is a long line of PA running backs for success in Happy Valley. You got Nick Singleton, Saquon, of course, Journey Brown, there's endless names. How are you going to continue that success?
Honestly, just by working hard, trusting the process, trusting Franklin, trusting that Coach Dre is going to just lead me the right way.
Is there any specific names that you're recruiting to join you in this 2026 class?
I got my tackle, Kevin, so that's on lock. We need Joey O'Brien here, Elias Koch receiver. That's it, honestly. We're going to make it happen for sure.
You just concluded your visit here at Penn State. How'd that go? Tell me about it.
It went good. They definitely showed a lot of love, as usual, just making it known that they want me here. So just me doing the favor and just, locking it down and just, just being loyal to where I made my decision in the first place.
So I'm here with 26.
Keemon Spell. He said Keemon Spell. He said we're bringing everybody.
Yeah.
Well, they got the number 1 receiver in the class. Is he the number 1 receiver?
Number 2 right now. It's
all
early,
right.
but number 2 receiver.
5-star guy.
Yeah, 5-star.
I'm here with 2026 quarterback Troy Hune. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. How about you?
4-star guy.
Awesome. How was your visit to Penn State?
It's amazing. I've been out here for the past 4 days and just loving every single part of it.
So how do you like it in State College compared to California? I know the weather and a few other things are pretty different here.
It's a little bit different, but I love it out here. This is a great place to be, great football weather all the time, so I love it out here.
What stands out to you about Penn State compared to other schools that have been recruiting you?
The love that they showed me right from the start, the coaching staff, everything about it, it was just really special right when I got here. I knew it was the place to be.
Are there any Penn State commits that you think Penn State fans should be paying more attention to?
My boy Kevin Brown, I love him. So he's doing a great job. Just got off a little injury, but he's doing a great job. Matt C's doing a great job. And I haven't met a few of the other commits, but they're all just doing great jobs.
So what is Penn State getting in Troy Hune?
They're getting a great athlete. They're getting a great person that's going to be in this facility 24/7. He's going to work hard. He's going to do his best he can to bring a national championship back to Penn State.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
And he's big, man. He's already 6'4", 6'5", Troy Hoon. Because, dude, Dylan's like 6'3". Do you know that? He's tall. He's tall.
It looks like they're outside a Buki building.
They're outside. Yeah, they're going outside.
Yeah, he said he's going outside. They already are. But when I first saw these interviews, I thought they were standing behind Buki building, but they must be near the football facility.
Yeah, it must be.
That must be one of the new parts because I don't recognize that brick there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But
that one yet.
That kind of looks like some lash brick right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, good stuff, man. Again, the thing about Khalil Taylor committing is that he doesn't know who his quarterback is yet.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. PA,
but he knows we got Troy Hoon the year before. So
we're here with 20.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think
I'm here with 2026
guys are PA, right, Brett?
What's that?
Most of these guys are PA.
All those guys are PA that we just showed, except for Troy Hoon. He's in California, so yeah. He's been up here a lot, man. Troy Hoon, he came up to a playoff game, a couple regular games. He came up here. He's coming up here all the time. He's showing love. He went to Arizona when we played Boise State. Like he's committed. You can tell he's sticking it out. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool. Yeah, Troy Hoon's like I think he's like top 12 or top 14 quarterback in the nation. So he's close enough. That's what you want, top 15 quarterback.
And to those of you guys hating on Joe Paterno, I forgot this.
They're a bunch of fuckers.
And then Dan Levitard.
Yeah, what an idiot. Just stupid.
Yeah, they said it right. Two good coaches there.
Yep.
Speaking their minds. All right, so dude, you remember those things where it was like, is the dress blue or gold? Remember that?
Yeah.
That picture. Like if you go into the Bill O'Brien clip.
They're a bunch of fuckers.
All right, so there you hear what you think you hear, and then if you go in thinking you're going to hear fighters,
they're a bunch of fuckers.
It takes a couple times, but
I still haven't heard it. You told me he said that. I don't think he said it.
I've heard it both ways, but I have to play it like 3-4 times to hear the fighters part.
It definitely sounds way closer to what you think it says than what you're saying. It's what you think he says.
So yeah, but yeah, man. Like I said, 2027 class number 1 right now. Got a couple guys out of 26. We got Beckham Kritza, we got Grunkmeyer, we got Troy Hoon.
2026.
So, I mean, we got guys coming in here.
Yeah.
So that's good to see. But recruiting wise, doing good. AJ Wallace, who I interviewed on here, talked about his recruiting, said that what brought him to Penn State was Larry Johnson and Coach Norwood and their personality, and they cared about him. That's what Khalil Taylor just said.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because AJ Wallace could have gone anywhere. He could have gone anywhere. Ohio State was one of the schools he was looking at. But he came to Penn State because of good recruiting, and it lives on at Penn State. So it's good to see that, we're getting these guys.
Is this kid from Maryland? Who was
LeVar Keys as well.
Yep. 4-3 guy.
Jace Kabinda. Again, a guy I knew when he was at Penn State. Nice kid. He's on NFL Network now.
Yep.
He called who did he call the next gold? He said he's Golden Tate-esque.
Tysier Denmark.
Tysier Denmark, yep.
Called him, we can check that out. You got the clip?
Yeah.
It's on his page. You can just see he looks different, man.
Oh yeah, these guys are bulking up. That's one thing I noticed when I saw these guys in person at the UCLA game. The defensive backs, good at tackling, good at coverage, good at open field tackling. They're big, they're fast. Like, man, that weight room is doing some dirty work for sure.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Elliot Washington, maybe the most explosive player on the team.
Yeah.
I think Franklin said that.
Nobody's ever won all winter workouts. He won 6 of them, dude. And that's with people like AJ Harris in the room. So AJ Harris is a top 7 cornerback returning. That's what they scouts and people have him listed at. The number 7 cornerback returning to college football, as he's only going to be a junior. So it's pretty good.
AJ Harris is on another level.
Yep.
Gosh darn it, where's Tysier Denmark?
Kabinda posted it.
Oh, right here.
Might have been on stage.
He has Golden Tate type of traits.
That should show a clip. Yeah. That's your freshman right here. Boom. That's against. Look who that's against. Against safety.
It's the key, yeah.
That's the key. He's going to play this year, man. He's going to play.
Did it disappear?
Yeah,
must have went black.
Went black, yeah.
But yeah, so good video, good comparison. Golden Tate. That's Zaki was covering him, right?
Yeah, unless somebody else is wearing number 6, that was the key. But he was like playing off coverage too. So, but at the same time, Ty Sear's he's gonna have to show out this year, man. Redshirt freshman, Philadelphia native.
Yeah, I'm just gonna confirm that real quick. That was the key. Yeah, it was the key. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. I mean, overall, just they're looking good. It's good to see. So, Brett, on to, well, there was a clip of Franklin talking about the spring game. I don't know if we did cover that. I think we did. But
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah, just saying that he wants it to be shorter. Might not have a halftime, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
He said he knows it's important to the fans. Some schools are totally skipping them altogether. So, it's, yeah, man. I'm glad that they're still doing it. They should, for sure.
Yep.
Garden Hudson, man, he's looking good.
Yeah, I mean, he had it, and then Elliott Washington just hit it out at the last second. There's some negative people commenting like, oh, just like any other receiver we have, he dropped it. But there's clips of him in other spring practices making big catches and stuff. So that's one rep.
Yeah.
You can't take too much stock out of it. They both made a good play. The cornerback just got him at the end.
April Fools. I think that's Oregon winning it.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Alabama.
Oregon fans are so delusional. It's amazing. Never won a natty.
West Virginia.
That's funny.
According to Pat McAfee, they were running into a buzzsaw when Penn State played there.
Yep. Mario Cristobal.
The buzzsaw was made of little tight tires, so it didn't work. Ohio State. Who's that? Wisconsin?
Which would never happen.
That's the best one, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Didn't happen, Ohio State. Thanks to Gus.
Baylor.
Gus will make a comeback at some point on this show.
End season, he'll be back. Yeah.
James Franklin finally wins a big game. It's a dark horse Heisman favorite. Man, that year, oh my goodness, Florida State and DJ Eagle Youngawale.
Oh my God.
What a year. Over under wins. We've got 10.5. We're normally 9.5. What did we get this year? 11 wins, right?
Regular season 11, yep.
Yeah, I think it was over under 10.5 last year too. So that's a good pick right there.
Yep.
Oregon
seems high. Oregon at 10.5. They lost a lot. So did Ohio State.
Even Ohio State's high, man.
Yeah, they're both high. I would say 9.5 for both of them.
Who's their quarterback? Julian Sayin, right? That's their next quarterback.
He looks legit. As much as I don't like to admit it, like at least from the clips I saw in spring practice, he's throwing some good fade routes and stuff. But yeah.
And then we got Bryce Underwood of Michigan. Go Michigan. Beat Ohio State again.
Boston. If we beat Boston, we go to the Natty. So, and we'll play either Denver or whoever Denver plays. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the OVs for the interviews, that means official visits.
Yep.
So, yeah. Got a little rendition of Franklin's first pitches.
We're aggressive. We're going to get a look at it right now. Up on the mound, which not everybody does, and then it looked like a cutter. Is that what you threw? About a 75-mile-per-hour cutter?
They told me it was high 80s, low 90s. Painted the edge of the plate. Frank Gore was pretty impressed.
Yeah, well, they gave you a jersey for a reason. definitely were aggressive.
Hey now! Brandon Graham and Saquon Barkley, Super Bowl 59 champion. Brandon Graham, we congratulate you on an illustrious career. The longest tenure.
Thank you all for watching our annual welcome.
James had a good pitch.
Oh, yeah. He's a quarterback, man. Just some of this stupid stuff.
Lock in. Oh, tight. Be control.
He didn't lock.
Lock in.
That's terrible coaching. What else we got here? Steelers mock draft. Derek Harmon, Isaiah Bond, Will Howard, DJ Giddens. I could see him going that way. Isaiah Bond or Mika I'll be happy with, but I think they should go Mika in the first round.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? But, yeah, man, is there anything else right now? I mean, anything that we're missing?
Well, I mean, Penn State, so they got Khalil Taylor after like a spring unofficial, or it was official visit. They're having more visits, I think, this weekend. Like it's the springtime now, so we should be seeing some other recruits coming in soon. So just be on the lookout. We'll announce it once it happens. So hopefully we can go on a roll here. We got to get some more 2026 guys. We kind of took a little bit of a pause on that other than David Davis. So got to get more 2026 guys. 2027, we got plenty of time for that. So I want to get to 2026 rolling. Other than that, baseball's doing good. I think they're on fire right now too. Penn State baseball, so it's good to see.
Yeah, they're doing good too. I remember Kildare's.
Yeah,
the waitresses used to wear the kilts.
I don't think I ever ate there.
I drank there quite a bit.
Yeah.
There was music on this. But Saquon, he was on the I forget what show that's called.
The hot sauce one. A lot of celebrities go on it.
Yeah, Franklin talks about
our previous discussion about the transfer portal. Well, what about this? So Drew announces he's coming back.
I know where you're going.
Bo now goes into the transfer portal to look around to leave because he's leaving because Drew's coming back. Drew goes on fire during the playoff run and now turns into not only a first-round draft choice, which he was already projected to be, but now a top 5 pick. And he felt the pressure to make an announcement, and now all of a sudden we're in a position where we lost both of them. So that was a realistic concern for me and Drew and his family. So that could have been even crazier. Our previous discussion about the transfer portal. Well, what about this?
Very true. Could have happened.
Could have happened, yeah. Thank God it didn't.
Yeah. The 60s, or that was the 50s, Allen Street. Now it's today.
It looks wild, man.
I know.
Our previous discussion about
how old it looks.
I know. That's all those cars and
crazy.
But those buildings, they're pretty much the same to this day.
Yeah.
Taking command and lead. Peppers short. Lewis a little deeper. They kick it to Lewis at the 5. Lewis gets crunched. Man, and it was the kicker who made the hit. He loves to cover his own kicks. Now, he may be second-guessing that decision. Well, he might have knocked the wind out of himself.
There's a dude from
5'10", 260 pounds, and he runs down fast on kickoffs. Jeremy Clark comes up a little gimpy. Here comes number 9. Look at him.
Boom.
That's the kicker.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he had like mental health issues. He spoke about that.
Yeah.
He was a good story, man.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, Penn State's going to the Frozen Four. This is a classic speech.
Let's go. Hey, we are fake. Hey, we not normal. We are legends. All right? People will tell their kids about us. All right? We are not normal. We are Penn State. They don't have a tradition to hold on none. And they gonna flick us off on the way here. They gonna flick us off. Fuck me. Not fuck you.
AJ Walsh is in that huddle. Yeah, it sucks they went on to lose to Iowa the next week. Man, that was a huge win. That was before the Ohio State game. But Brett, is there anything else you want to talk about right now, or?
I don't think so, man. I think we covered everything that we could really cover at this point. Like I said, I think there'll be some good news coming here shortly after some more visits. So looking forward to it.
All right. I'm good to go if you are. Really nothing else to talk about. So.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, guys. We will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be doing Steelers and stuff here, doing episodes with Tyler Smith, March Madness. Like today's the Final Four. Monday's the national title. So, yeah, we will see you guys next week.
Yep.
Take care. Stupid stuff. Thanks for commenting. Illicit, reach out to me.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Stupid stuff. Good commenting. See you
Looking
guys.
forward to the season when you guys are back.
Yep.
See you guys.